A dark cloud hung over what was meant to be a day of celebration after Rajiv Ruparelia, the only son of a billionaire, Sudhir Ruparelia, died in a horrific car crash just hours before serving as a groomman at his best friend's wedding. 35-year-old businessman was driving a Nissan GTR when he hit unmarked concrete barriers along Kajasi Munyonyo Road.
Explain what happened. Last night at around about 2:45 a.m., Rajiv was driving from Kajansi to Munyonyo, and he reached
The tragic incident occurred just hours before he was to serve as a groomsmate at a high-profile wedding in Kampala. The 35-year-old businessman and the rally driver was reportedly driving his high-performance Nissan GTR when the accident occurred shortly after midnight. According to the police, Rajiv's vehicle collided with the temporary concrete barriers at the Basalaba flyover junction.
part of the road where there are barriers in the middle of the road. What is the place called? Busabala. I think he was driving very fast and there was a barrier in the road he did not know, because I had not been living in Uganda. He had just come back from London and he hit it at high speed. The car overturned and flew in the air for about 80 meters and crashed down in a flame, a ball of fire. So he was completely incinerated and the car was also incinerated and he died instantly, didn't get out. I'm sure you have seen some of the pictures on social media. He had come to Uganda to attend the wedding of a very close friend of his, a young man called Jonathan Tera Bahizi. He's the son of the former outgone Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Butera. So he was going to Munyonyo so that he can drive in the convoy with a groom to All Saints Church this morning. And that's when the accident happened. It was sudden and quick.
Driving to Munyonyo in the early hours of Saturday morning when the accident occurred. According to police, the crash happened at exactly 1:54 a.m. when his Nissan GTR, registration number U80 638/L, hit a cement pile left on the road. The vehicle flipped, burst into flames and was completely destroyed. Police confirmed Rajiv's death, saying investigations are going on to determine the exact cause of the accident and why the car caught fire. His body was later identified by family and close friends.
Konye ejangunda mamdojoda imurokini atiror ekide lo notification bell kanepane oteso media UG subscribe, like, comment and share tetere bobojo idumuni nu ingarentos.
And there was a barrier in the road he did not know, because I had not been living in Uganda. He had just come back from London and he hit it at high speed. The car overturned and flew in the air for about 80 meters and crashed down in a flame, a ball of fire. So he was completely incinerated and the car was also incinerated and he died instantly, didn't get out.
Eyewitnesses and emergency responders believe the accident may have been caused by construction materials, specifically cement piles, left at the junction without warning signs for motorists, which is still under construction.
He had come to Uganda to attend the wedding of a very close friend of his, a young man called Jonathan Tera Bahizi. He's the son of the former outgone Deputy Chief Justice, Richard Butera. So he was going to Munyonyo so that he can drive in the convoy with a groom to All Saints Church this morning. And that's when the accident happened. It was sudden and quick.
This country has lost a remarkable man who is so visionary in how he sees the world, in transforming everything he really touches. So the education that he really started by putting in place people, systems, we have really so much belief that it is going to touch so many lives. And Rajiv will always be remembered. Through every life, this kind of education is going to touch.
Social media was flooded with condolence messages from individuals, institutions and companies, many from the Ruparelia group. Rajiv was described as a humble, generous man who connected easily with people despite his wealthy background. He was also remembered as a good listener, a passionate contributor to businesses in education, health and real estate. Rajiv was also a motorsport enthusiast, actively participating in racing events. He is survived by his widow and a daughter.
I think what's important is where we came from. And I always tell people that, because I don't think people really know the house we lived in prior to the fancy house that everybody knows today.
Yeah.
I don't think people know that we used to have leaks in our own house. We used to have buckets to collect water. We used to live on Buganda Road.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you know where the Arts and Craft Museum is now.
Yes.
So we used to have a 2-bedroom house there. The chairman came to Uganda in 1986. He first came in 1984 after his expulsion. I'm a 3rd generation born Ugandan.
Okay.
So we've been in Uganda since 1902. And my mum is from Kamuli.
Yes.
Her family came in about 46, and my dad's family is from Kabatoro in the west.
Yeah.
And his family landed in Uganda in 1903, but settled in Kabatoro in about 1905.
Okay.
So we're 3rd generation Ugandan. And like I said, we didn't always have what we have today.
Yes.
I was born in 1990, and I can actually remember, believe it or not, very small flashes of our life living in Buganda Road.
Right.
And even till we left, I think we left in